What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another legendary review video for you all. In today's video, we're taking a look at Adam Warlock. As you guys can see, time of recording, his event does start in 4 days and 23 hours. So we're going to take a look at his overall kit and whether or not he is worth investing in, as well as how to unlock him. So if you guys have not unlocked him, you can hit preview and it does actually break down for you his description here in terms of the requirements. So you can see here, my next level is tier 8, but essentially to unlock Adam Warlock, you do need 4 X Factor characters and as well as Jubilee being another legendary. So that said, Adam Warlock first came into the scene as the first mythic legendary in the game and actually requiring another legendary overall to unlock. So let's dive into his kit overall and then we'll take a look at how to unlock him through the characters. Overall, Adam Warlock is a very powerful character, but let's take a look at his kit and see what makes him so powerful in terms of whether or not you should invest in him. Starting things off, Soul Mage Assault is his primary attack. Essentially, he really prolongs the duration of all negative effects. This excludes ability block and stun, but you can see he gets value from being able to actually extend that whenever there's blind, offense down, defense down, so forth. And on top of that, with this ability, he actually does apply bleed as well. So I mean, as you level it up, you can see I didn't T4 this just because in my opinion there wasn't really a need for that additional turn of bleed, but getting the level 6 does give you some pretty decent bang for buck if you want to save T4 materials. Next up, we do have Enfeebling Blast as a special ability. It attacks the primary target for 500% damage, also applying ability block for 2 whole turns. You can see here, naturally, it does actually apply ability block if there's any enemy villain protectors for 2 turns, and this includes disruption as well. So he really does shut down any kind of protectors or tanks on the other end, and that adds a lot of value, especially when you T4 this ability. It's really the icing on the cake, and that crowd control for any character really adds value, especially in a team support setting. Power Overwhelming is his ultimate ability. As you can see, he's going to apply that condition of Safeguard to his fellow Infinity Watch allies as well as himself. And essentially with Safeguard, it prevents any of the positive buffs on the team from actually being stripped away. So it's only applicable to him, and he's the only character that can actually do it in the game. So keep that in mind. As well, he's going to attack the primary target for X amount of damage, applying a stun, and as well being able to chain to another target within 2 spaces of the primary target, applying another stun. So one of the few characters in the game that can actually do a multiple stun across the board. So he can actually stun 2 characters at the same time, then really adding that value supportive capability. And then last but not least, Avatar of Life is his passive. Essentially on spawn, he's going to gain the Safeguard and immunity for himself and Infinity Watch allies. Whenever it's the start of the match, he's actually going to be able to revive with 60% health. So keep in mind, it's only if he has full HP. Once you start getting going in raids and whatnot and he doesn't have that start, then it doesn't actually be applicable. But after that revival, he's going to gain death proof, regen, defense up, as well as clearing all the negative conditions from himself and the Infinity Watch allies. So you can see he's just getting a lot of benefits here. Whenever his health actually drops below that 20% threshold as well, he gains those benefits, and that includes actually his Infinity Watch allies gaining the death proof and also getting that Safeguard unique condition. Last but not least, if this character actually has 4 or more Infinity Watch allies together, all the damage by the enemies are actually reduced, and he also gives everyone a 30% max health increase. So really just a lot of benefits. This includes armor as well. A lot of benefits overall, so would recommend actually T4ing his abilities. In terms of where he stands right now in the game, in my opinion, out of all the legendary characters, he does have the unique ability to actually stun multiple times. He's got strong crowd control, a character that's top in the meta right now with the Infinity Watch. So is he worth building? 100%. That kit I just explained to you is just such a strong kit. It's a couple things, right? A multiple stun. He's got an ability block that can actually last for 2 turns. On top of that, if any villain protectors are on the other side, they're going to get disrupted and they can't even taunt even if they wanted to. And a couple of things too, right? He is used in all game modes of the game. So right now, if you guys are going to arena, he's in arena and he's providing that bloodbath in terms of that combination with either the Eternals or part of the Infinity Watch. He's used in the Doom raids, especially in the beginning. If you're not sure which characters yet to invest in, he can provide support there. He's used in Alpha and Beta if you're going through using the Infinity Watch teams. And as well, Dark Dimension. Dark Dimension, keep in mind, with that node specifically, we do actually have to isolate, specific character traits. So, that includes city characters, Mystic, going through the global and legendary here that starts off in Dark Dimension 4 and then going forward into Dark Dimension 5. So as a result of that, we need strong legendary characters. And Adam Warlock, regardless of where his meta is going to be with his team, he's one of the few legendaries characters that can do what he does, right? Providing that support, ability block, as well as the benefits when he's synergizing with the Infinity Watch, and as well as War. Adam Warlock in War especially with the Infinity Watch, is one of the few teams that can actually take down Heroes for Hire, one of the main war defense teams that we have to focus. So for me personally, I reserve this team to take down a Heroes for Hire, so that way I know that that is locked out and, you know, kept in my arsenal when I need that. So that's really one of the few things that make him one of the best characters in the game right now, being able to take down an elite team with his team and being able to be used in all good game modes. So highly would recommend it. Personally, for the ISO 8 recommendation, you know, he can be slotted in a couple of ways, right? A skirmisher if you need him on high focus to be able to strip away positive buffs, but I personally would recommend striker, so that way he can synergize extremely well with Nebula. But as well, if there's any raiders or skirmishes on the team, he can take advantage of that with his damage and getting that double strike as well. That leads me now to the next component of my video, you guys, which is ultimately the unlock of Adam Warlock. With his unlock, it is actually one of the tedious ones in the game because, you know, it does require a legendary to unlock, so I'll just break that down for you guys real quick. Jubilee, in order to fully unlock Adam Warlock, you do need Jubilee actually unlocked, so she's going to involve the Pimtech characters as part of the unlock, so keep that in mind. Generally, you need her event to pass through before you can even unlock Adam Warlock. And then the remaining 4 actually turns out to be the X Factor team. So these guys are definitely more attainable than Jubilee, just because she, you know, requires another 5 characters. But with Longshot, you can find them in a couple of places, right? If you hit find here, he's available, as you can see, in the Mega Orb, Milestone 2, as well as the Beta Raid Orb. So personally, you guys will likely have a better chance with the Milestone 2 and the Beta Raid, just because they're more consistent and current in the game. Definitely the hardest one out of the bunch. Next, we have Multiple Man being in the last node for Chapter 3 here, 3-9, I believe. So that's where you can farm him. So it does take a little bit of time to actually get there, but a strong character overall, in my opinion. Not in the end game, but you're going to need all of them built up if you want to unlock Adam Warlock. Next, we got Polaris, also available in campaign as well. And again, if you go through here, you can see that she's in Cosmic 1-6. So I would say, in my opinion, her and as well as Shatterstar are definitely 2 of the most easiest right now part of this group to unlock. So keep that in mind. And as I noted here, Shatterstar is most readily available in the arena store, so not an issue here. You can see he's available in both beta and gamma, so definitely more available than back in the day when they were first released. But for the unlock, yes, like I said, one of the harder legendaries to unlock in the game. But given where Adam Warlock's meta is, his team changing, the fact that he can always be used in all game modes, it makes him an absolute arsenal to must have in the game, especially if you guys are pushing through in all game modes, including War, Dark Dimension, Arena, a character that's going to add a lot of dividends in the mileage. And keep in mind too, again, even if his meta falls out of place, he's used in a lot of different areas, including raids. So that's my 2 cents there, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. Thank you as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.